Sobel Films here. We're waiting for the atmospheric rivers, so basically I'm like staying stationary here in my studios, man. You guys can see my studio. I'll be taking videos of the action if it starts, right? But yeah, we're supposed to get hit with like tons of rain. I tried to make a video earlier, but there's something the matter with the screen recording. But basically, I'm gonna redo this video here, so I'm gonna figure out what's going on, why it's making this double talk. I guess that's what you call it, right? But basically, what's going on is that people are not aware of, all the prepper communities, everybody, that we're actually going into an ice age. The start of a 100,000-year cycle, and Maverick Star Observatory is onto this, and NASA admits it, but they don't come out and say it, right? They're not like, what are you saying here? I'm going to provide a link to his video and stuff, but it's coming up right now, so basically I'm going to stop here and I'm going to record, and hopefully this works, right? And it's not double talking, right? But yeah, this is what's going on here.
Winter, Southern Hemisphere. Right, have I said that right? You know what I'm talking about. It's the Northern Hemisphere I'm talking about. But anyhow, let me show you the video and let me show you that NASA know exactly what's going on. So as you can see in this video, the eccentricity or the orbital shape, how it changes over 100,000 year cycles. And at the bottom right, you can see it produced the video, can't you? And I suppose if I just go over to, the climate change website on NASA, you'll see exactly where we are right now on this cycle. But as you can see, as the Earth gets further away, it moves further from the sun, therefore more cold is able to increase the ice mass. And that is exactly what started to happen this year. And like I say, NASA don't deny the fact that this is happening. But they just haven't mentioned it, haven't they, in the mainstream media? They've not said it's global cooling, we're going back into a glacial period. What they've said is it's global warming, it's man-made, and therefore we need to raise £100 trillion. That £100 trillion is going to get spent on bunkers. It's going to be spent on, saving who they feel is fit for human continuity on this planet. Have a look at this site. So if you look first of all at what site we're on, you can see NASA, global climate change, vital signs of the planet. And where I've highlighted it, it tells you exactly where we are in this cycle, and NASA know it, and they've not told anybody about it. Currently, Earth's eccentricity is near its least elliptic, which means it's not like an egg shape, it's more circular. And very slowly decreasing in a cycle that spans about 100,000 years. You know what that 100,000 years is, don't you? It's a glacial period. And that's exactly where we are right now. And if we look at the Arctic sea ice, we can see in 2021, 2 million square kilometres of extra ice has rebounded over the Northern Hemisphere. We're about to go into the glacial period, ladies and gentlemen.
And what is coming, which I've said in my videos, there's been lots of predictive programming about. Okay? And they're going to say that the deaths are being caused by this variant. Now, Omicron is a letter in the Greek alphabet, and it looks like they're working their way through the Greek alphabet to Omega, which is the end variant. And Omicron actually comes from a Phoenician word, a Phoenician letter, which means eye, so all-seeing eye. The Omicron actually represents the eye, the small eye. And so you have major indicators here through this. They're pushing major symbols through this. And the omega, we're working our way to the omega, which means end. Now, are all these events about something that is going to happen to the Earth? And they need to depop. They need to depop, and they are going to create man-made events to depop the population before this event happens. Is that what all these events are about? And is that why you have that card in the Illuminati game cards called The Tape Runs Out, and you have what looks like a polar shift of the Earth? Also, Omicron is a planet in Star Wars. So it looks like all these events are going to come to pass, and they're all man-made. And it looks like they're desperate to depop the population of the Earth. And is this because they know that some catastrophic event, like a pole shift or a change in the Earth's tilt, is going to happen? Now, if you go to a Masonic temple, they often have a globe, and the globe there's an equator line around the globe, but it's at a different position to what the equator is now. And is that one of the great secrets of Freemasonry, is that they know that the equator was in a different position before the destruction of Atlantis? And do they know that the Earth's tilt varies? And is this the great catastrophe which all these events are about? Thank you.
Back on here, I'll say this. I believe, yeah, there's going to be an ice age. It's the start of it, right? That's why when the first thing started in Chenaz, over in the Chenaz, they call it the Rona, right? So basically it's in reference to what all these guys are talking about, and NASA is admitting to this too, right? On their thing, that we are going into an ice age, right? They're not coming out and saying it on the media though, okay? But you can see what's going on, and this is a message to Canadian prepper and all these different prepper people. I do follow you guys, listen to you, right? But how are you guys gonna prepare to survive? Say it starts this winter, right? So that's what they're saying. You're gonna have snow drifts as high as the buildings, right? So basically, it's gonna be like that show, The Day After Tomorrow, on steroids, right? So the only way I can see to survive, to physically survive and prepare for this, is to have a sailboat, right? So I think that's the only way that you're gonna survive, right? As if you're like, well, where I'm at right now, I'm on Vancouver Island, right? And I'm close to many marinas, okay? I believe the only way that this thing is survivable, and I've known about this for quite a while now, like I've been on to it, right? I've made videos in the past, but they got taken down, right? So I just gotta watch what I say. I believe that's the only way that people are gonna be able to survive these coming events, right? Well, basically an ice age. So what's 100,000 year cycle? And basically I'm hunkered down here right now because they're saying that there's going to be, hundreds of millimeters of rain that's going to come in the next few hours here, right? I'm going to be like documenting this too, right? So I'm in the mountains right now, so basically I'm not in a flood prone area. But we're going to get hit supposedly pretty hard either later this afternoon or this evening, right? I'm trying to figure out if it's going to be this. I want to go check my camp out too, right? I might do that. But I don't know. I'm going to check this weather tropical timbits and see how far out this thing is. I'll probably make a video on that too, because basically I'm staying central here today. And if anybody would like to donate anything, the only way I can receive funds is through cryptocurrency because I don't have a bank account or anything like that. I have a poor man's bank account, which I get funding from the government. Right? I get $535 a month. I don't even get disability rate, which I should have. But if anyone would like to donate anything, it's the sailboat fund, right? So if you guys would like to donate anything, I generously appreciate it, right? You know how I get my money out? So somebody sends it to me. I have a friend that has bank accounts and all this stuff, so I just send the crypto to him, and then he takes a small fee, and then I can get my crypto. I can get the money right off of him, right? So that's the best way to do it. If you guys want to help me out, I've never asked for help on this channel before. I'm just saying it's up to the whatever, right? The goodness of your hearts, if you would like, because of my situation, right? I'm homeless. I want to get a sailboat. That's my plan, right? I do have a boat, okay, but it's down there. I don't know if it's still there or not, but it's basically what I'd have to do is turn it into a survival boat, right? And I'm thinking of doing that, like pretty much ASAP here after the storm happens. I'm gonna get, instead of the mountains, is like, okay, well, if it starts snowing like 10 to 15 feet of snow every day, what am I gonna do? Right? So that's the only thing I can think of how I'm gonna survive it, right? So I really am. I'm actually going into like what I see what these guys are saying, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is really happening. It started this year, right? So I believe that's the only way to survive it, guys. Is well, taken to the sea, right? If it does start snowing like that, I think we're like a little ways away from that. I think we're like, around December 21st, it could potentially start doing like that. I sure hope not, but I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. And too, it's going to make the blizzard in '96. That'd be like an everyday occurrence, right? And like 10 times the blizzard in '96, and one of these things, right? These Pineapple Express atmospheric river things, right? But yeah, hey, stay safe. God bless everybody. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all your love and support. And if you can, donate to my cause, Sobo Films. And I'm out. Hey.